3 a.m. and I'm staring at the ceiling again, fighting with the ghosts of who I used to be back then. Got a graveyard of thoughts buried deep in my mind, and a watch on my wrist, but I'm running out of time. They tell me just sleep, but the silence is violent. My chest is a storm, but my lips remain silent. I dial your number just to stare at the screen, then I delete the digits, man, you know what I mean. We built a castle out of promises that turned into dust. Now I'm collecting the pieces of our broken trust. Every shadow in the corner looks like memories of us. I try to breathe, but the air is filled with regret and distrust. I'm overthinking every move, every glance, every text, wondering if I'm the one who caused the wreckage in the wreck.
When the world goes quiet, that's when it gets loud. Tuning in to stations that I shouldn't think about. Midnight frequency, static in my head, replaying every single word that you never said. Yeah, the clock strikes 2, and the shadows start to grow. I'm a broken frequency, trying to find my way home.
Yeah. Turn the radio down, but the noise doesn't stop. Feels like I'm standing on the edge and I'm ready to drop. Another sleepless night, another sad boy track, trying to mend a heart that you decided to crack. And my friends ask me how I am, I tell them I'm fine, but I'm just drowning in the static, crossing over the line. I put a mask on by day, but the night reveals the scars. Looking through a dusty window, trying to count the stars, but the sky is pitch black, just like the void in my chest. I gave you my all, but I guess my all wasn't my best. Now I'm tuned into the frequency of heartbreak and pain. A solo passenger sitting on a runaway train. Is anybody listening? Is anyone there? Or am I just shouting into the empty air? I'm breaking apart, yeah, I'm losing my grip, watching our love like a sinking ship. Yeah, it's sinking down deep
into the dark. The world goes quiet, that's when it gets loud. Tuning in to stations that I shouldn't think about. Midnight frequency, static in my head, replaying every single word that you never said. Yeah, the clock strikes 2, and the shadows start to grow. I'm a broken frequency, trying to find my way home. Just static,
just white noise.
yeah, the world is quiet now. Just static,
Just white noise. Yeah, the world is quiet now.
we used to stay up past the dark. Now we don't even start. Your name still lives inside my phone, but I feel more alone.
We went from everything
to barely checking it. We don't talk anymore at night like we used to, like we tried. Now your silence feels too loud, even when you're around. And I don't know how we got here, from forever but to goodbye. We don't talk anymore at night.
Same bed,
Different dreams, we don't even sync. Typing you good, but you don't even think. We used to laugh till the morning light. Now it's just me and the echo at night. I ain't tryna fight, I ain't raising my tone, but it hurts when I feel like I'm here on my own. We didn't end, we just slowly disappeared. Now I'm talking to memories you don't even hear.
We don't talk anymore at night.
We just fade out of each other's lives.
Now your silence feels too loud, even when you're around. And I don't know how we got here, from forever to goodbye.
We don't talk
Anymore at night. It's too quiet in here. I'm just talking to the four walls, waiting for a sound. Trying to find a footprint that you left on the ground. But the paint is peeling off and the colors start to fade. Trapped inside the prison of the promises we made. Every whisper, every sigh, every tear that falls turns to static, turning into echoes in the drywall.
Look, I'm tracing fissures in the plaster where the shadows like to breed. Every hairline fracture is a secret that I don't really need. It's just studs and paperboard holding up the roof, but it's built on hollow promises, the structural proof that you're gone. I hear the hum of the fridge like it's screaming out your name, and the floorboards groan underneath the weight of the blame. I used to hang our pictures up to hide the imperfections. Now the nails are just empty, throwing back reflections of a girl who lost her mind, trying to keep a man whole. I gave you every piece of me and let you take control. Now I'm pacing back and forth in a 12 by 12 space, trying to scrub the memory of how you used to taste. But it's deep in the insulation, deep in the wood. I would tear down these barriers tonight if I could. I'm just talking to the four walls, waiting for a sound. Trying to find a footprint that you left on the ground. But the paint is peeling off and the colors start to fade. Trapped inside the prison of the promises we made. Every whisper, every sigh, every tear that falls turns to static, turning into echoes in the drywall. Yeah, suffocating in the drywall, staring at the floor trim. Memories are bleeding through the primer, getting real grim. I can hear your voice through the vents when the wind blows, watching how the dust motes dance where the light goes. You left me with an empty lease and a broken heart to mend. How we go from forever to a sudden bitter end. Now I'm talking to myself like a crazy person would, hoping that the echo bounces back and makes it understood that I loved you through the damage, loved you through the flaws. But you left me in the dark behind these claustrophobic walls, and the drywall is thin. I can hear the neighbors laugh while I'm sitting in the closet, cutting my old life in half. Yeah, cutting every tie, ripping up the contract, stuck inside a dead zone, losing all our contact. If these walls could talk, they tell you how I cried. They tell you about the ghost of the girl who died inside. I know desperate, they tell you that I'm breaking. Yeah, they tell you that I'm breaking down. I'm just talking to the four walls, waiting for a sound. Trying to find a footprint that you left on the ground. But the paint is peeling off and the colors start to fade. Trapped inside the prison of the promises we made. Every whisper, every sigh, every tear that falls turns to static, turning into echoes in the drywall. just echoes. The plaster and dust. The track opens with a distinct crackling sound, analog television white noise, a low, pulsing fix, and solely the female artist speaks safe word.
I can't feel anything anymore. It's just blank.
There's a flat line in my chest where the fire used to burn. Watching all the pages of my life begin to turn, but I'm paralyzed, frozen in the lanes. Got a ghost in my heart, beating static in my veins. Yeah, the signal is dead, the screen is going gray. I'm just a phantom watching myself fade away.
Look, alarm goes off at 6, but I've been up since 3. Staring at the ceiling, wondering what's left of me. Every single battery is drained down to the crust. Everything I tried to build is turning into dust. People text my phone asking, hey, you want a link? I just stare at the screen, I don't even wanna think. Social anxiety mixed with emotional burnout, turn into a person that I never wanna learn about. I'm running on empty, pushing through the motions. A mechanical doll with no access to emotions, smiling for the crowd while I'm dying on the inside. Looking for a corner where a broken soul can just hide. My processor is overloaded, system crashing down, drowning in the noise in the middle of a quiet town.
There's a flat line in my chest where the fire used to burn. Watching all the pages of my life begin to turn, but I'm paralyzed, frozen in the lanes. Got a ghost in my heart, beating static in my veins. Yeah, the signal is dead, the screen is gone gray. I'm just a phantom watching myself fade away.
Yeah, numb from the head to the tip of my toes. Where the warmth went, nobody really knows. Too many expectations crushing down on my spine. They keep telling me I'm young, telling me I got time. But time is a currency I already spent on people who left when they saw that I bent. I'm a machine that you used till the gears got stripped. A glass full of water that got completely tipped. Now I'm dry bone dry, living in a simulation. Tied into a channel with a broken workstation. Just white noise buzzing a high-pitched scream. I can't even tell if I'm awake or in a dream. Don't touch me, don't look, I might shock you with the current. I used to have a purpose, now I'm just a deterrent.
Is there anybody out there who can fix the wire? Or did you all just come to watch me burn out in the fire? I'm losing the connection, yeah. I'm losing the connection now. There's a flat line in my chest where the fire used to burn. Watching all the pages of my life begin to turn, but I'm paralyzed, frozen in the lanes. Got a ghost in my heart, beating static in my veins. Yeah, the signal is dead, the screen is going gray. I'm just a phantom watching myself fade away.
The beat completely stops, leaving only the sound Erard Pesty humming that the artist exhales. A long, shaky breath.
System failure. Just static.
The television static sound gets louder for a second, then abruptly cuts to dead silence.
We didn't scream, we didn't cry. We just let the feeling die. Sitting close but miles apart. Quiet breaking of a heart. No chaos, no goodbye. Just love slowly passing by. We were too calm to break, too quiet to save. Now I'm stuck in the middle of the love that were too calm to break.
Yeah, no fights, no tears, just distance growing. Two people lost, but nobody showing. We played it cool, now we pay the price. Love turned cold, didn't even nice. I thought no drama, man, we were strong. Didn't see we were drifting all along. Now it's too late, now it's too quiet. We lost something real, just trying to be silent.
We were too calm to break. Now there's nothing left to say. And now don't feel the fall, just the space that it makes. We were too calm to break. I'm driving down the highway in the middle of the night, chasing after shadows in the neon city light. Every passing high beam looks a little bit like you, flickering and fading, just the way we used to do. Yeah, I'm running on an empty tank, trying to find a sign, but I'm just chasing ghost lights across the county line.
Look, I pull into the parking lot where we used to sit and talk, where the gravel met the pavement, where we used to take a walk. The diner sign is blinking, losing neon by the hour, just like the love we had before it turned completely sour. I swear I see a silhouette sit in the passenger seat. I turn my head so fast, feel my heart skip a beat, but it's just a trick of the mist, a hallucination of the mind, a desperate attempt to catch what I left behind. I'm a broken person clinging to a ghost that won't appear, living in the memory because the present is too severe. Every street light I pass feels like a reminder of the spark that we lit inside the cold before you left me in the dark. Now I'm hunting for a phantom, driving till the tires burn, knowing down inside that you are never gonna return.
I'm driving down a highway in the middle of the night, chasing after shadows in the neon city light. Every passing high beam looks a little bit like you, flickering and sliding, just the way we used to do. Yeah, I'm running on an empty tank, trying to find a sign, but I'm just chasing ghost lights across the county line.
Yeah, GPS is spinning, I don't even know the destination, just fleeing from the reality of this isolation. I look at the dashboard, your favorite CD is still there, a physical relic of a ghost that doesn't care. I remember the laughter, the road trips, the late night drives, back when we were happy, back when we had lives. Now I'm just an empty shell behind a steering wheel, numb to the core, forgetting how to actually feel. Except for this heavy ache dragging down my chest, I tried to outrun the pain, but the pain is a welcome guest. It sits in the back seat, whispering your name in my ear, making every mile I travel feel lonely and unclear. I'm burning through the fuel, burning through the memories we made, watching the reflection of our future start to fade.
Are you out there in the dark? Are you looking for me too? Or am I the only one who can't let go of you? The headlights are cutting through the fog, but they don't show me where you went. Yeah, they don't show me where you went. I'm driving down the highway in the middle of the night, chasing after shadows in the neon city light. Every passing high beam looks a little bit like you, flickering and fading, just the way we used to do. Yeah, I'm running on an empty tank, trying to find a sign, but I'm just chasing ghost lights across the county line.
Just a ghost in the rearview mirror, fading out. into the dark.
Type it out, then erase it all.
Yeah. I'm staring at a screen that used to hold our entire life. Now a blue bubble text is cutting sharper than a knife. I wish I had a button just to reset everything we blew, but there's no option on my phone for a delete undo. Yeah, I clear the cache, I delete the thread, but I can't erase the memory stuck inside my head. Look, 3 gigabytes of photos gone in a single tap. All the trips to the coast, memories on the map. Unfriended, unfollowed, untagged from the past. It's crazy how a digital empire can fall so fast. I look at my screen time, it's 8 hours a day, just staring at your profile, seeing what you gotta say. But your account is private now, I'm locked outside the gate. Left standing in the cold with a chest full of hate and weight. I see the green dot next to your name, you're online, wondering who you're texting if it isn't my line. Are you sending him the same emojis you used to send to me? Are you rewriting a script with a brand new nominee? My thumb is hovering over the block button, it's a heavy play. Cause once I press it, I'm throwing the last piece of us away. I'm staring at a screen that used to hold our entire life. Now a blue bubble text is cutting sharper than a knife. I wish I had a button just to reset everything we blew, but there's no option on my phone for a delete undo. Yeah, I clear the cache, I delete the thread, but I can't erase the memories stuck inside my head. Yeah, I'm scrolling through the archives, finding no voice notes, listening to your laugh while the sadness floats through my bedroom, dark room, backlit by the glow of a smartphone screen that's keeping my spirits low. I wish I could undo the night that the argument fled, undo the reckless words that proved neither of us cared, undo the moment you packed your bags and walked out the door, leaving me with an empty apartment and a wooden floor. But real life don't have a place of cease function. We're just two broken paths hitting a tragic junction. Now I'm clearing my history, wiping the data clean, trying to forget the best thing that I've ever seen. But cloud storage keeps bringing up the 1 year ago today, and it rips the bandage right off, tearing my soul away. Are you deleting me too, or am I still in your folder? Is my side of the bed getting colder and colder? Typed out I miss you for the 100th time, but I backspaced it all. Yeah, I backspaced it all. I'm staring at a screen that used to hold our entire life. Now a blue bubble text is cutting sharper than a knife. I wish I had a button just to reset everything we blew, but there's no option on my phone for a delete undo. Yeah, I clear the cache, I delete the thread, but I can't erase the memories stuck inside my head. Select all.
Picture that's blurred, losing all the meaning in every single word. We used to be in HD, sharp and clear and bright. Now I'm just staring at a pixelated night. It's love and low resolution freezing on the screen. We're breaking up, buffering, stuck in between what we used to be and what we can't reflect.
Look, remember when the picture was crisp, no static on the line. Every single second you were yours and you were mine. We had a blueprint, a vision, a high-def display. Now the colors are bleeding and turning into gray. I sit across the table, but you look a million miles away. Distorted by the silence and the things we never say. We're like an old tape spinning on a broken machine. Getting through the memories of where we should have been. I try to zoom in close just to find a little spark, but the imagery is grainy and it's fading to the dark. You're a silhouette of someone that I used to hold tight, a low quality copy of a beautiful night.
And it hurts my eyes to look at what we've become. Two disconnected bodies feeling completely numb. Lately we've been looking like a picture that's blurred, losing all the meaning in every single word. We used to be in HD, sharp and clear and bright. Now I'm just staring at a pixelated night. It's love and low resolution freezing on the screen. We're breaking up, buffering, stuck in between what we used to be and what we can't retreat.
Yeah, we used to run smoothly, no lag in our stride. Now there's data corruption in the things that we hide. I'm checking our connection, but the signal is weak. We don't even have the energy to argue or speak. Just a couple broken pixels on a giant monitor, watching our reflection getting fonder of the foreigner. We look like strangers occupying the same space. A low-res memory I'm trying to erase, but the thumbnail stays stuck in the back of my mind. A reminder of the love that we're leaving behind. I pour another drink while the ambient plays, drowning in the static of these pixelated days.
Oh, we're lagging out, we're losing the frame, and I don't even know who to blame. Is it you? Is it me? Or did we just lose fidelity?
Yeah.
The screen is going black. Lately we've been looking like a picture that's blurred, losing all the meaning in every single word. We used to be in HD, sharp and clear and bright. Now I'm just staring at a pixelated night. It's love and low resolution freezing on the screen. We're breaking up, buffering, stuck in between what we used to be and what we can't retreat. Every text is a cut, every word is a bruise. Looking at the photos of the life that we lose. I'm holding up a mirror to a digital dream, and all I've got left, all these scars on the screen. Yeah, I touched the glass where your face used to be, but it's just a cold reflection of me.
Look, I'm scrolling to the top where the history started, back before we ended up completely broken-hearted. The good morning honey and the safe flight text before it all collapsed into doodle who was up next. Now I'm reading our demise in the blue and white thread, replaying every single angry sentence that you said. It's crazy how a thumbnail can make your stomach drop. I try to close the app but the memories won't stop. It's a digital graveyard, a museum of pain, sitting in the bedroom while it's pouring out rain. I look at the timestamps, midnight 2 a.m. That's the exact moment that we became a them, and that's the exact moment that you tore it all apart, leaving fingerprint smudges on the glass of my heart.
Every text is a cut, every word is a bruise. Looking at the photos of the life that we lose. I'm holding up a mirror to a digital dream, and all I've got left, all these scars on the screen. Yeah, I touched the glass where your face used to be, but it's just a cold reflection of me.
Yeah. My battery is dying, but I cannot plug it in. Too busy tracking locations of where you might have been. I saw a picture of you smiling at a party out downtown, while I'm sitting in the dark, letting my own spirits drown. You moved on so fast, like a software update, left me running on a system full of sorrow and hate. I'm blocking your notifications, hiding your feed, but forgetting your number is the medicine I need, and I can't seem to swallow it. I'm checking my phone every 5 damn minutes just to feel more alone. The glass is completely cracked from the time that it fell, just a broken piece of plastic in a living hell.
And the screen glows bright in the middle of the dark, throwing light on the ruins of our final spark. I just wanna throw it against the wall, delete the connection once and for all. We'll delete it all. Every text is a cut, every word is a bruise. Looking at the photos of the life that we lose, I'm holding up a mirror to a digital dream, and all I got left are these scars on the screen. Yeah, I touched the glass where your face used to be, but it's just a cold reflection of me.
Another notification, but I know it's not you. Just another scar on the screen.
I was doing okay, keeping my head above the waves, walking through the shadows of the path that your love paves. Then the algorithm played it, and the room began to spin. Our song on shuffle, and the grief comes rushing in. Yeah, it skipped a beat, and my heart did too. 3 minutes of a melody.
Look, I was just driving to the store, minding my own business, trying to put some distance between me and the sickness of your absence. A random Tuesday, sky is kind of gray, plugging in the heart's core just to wash the quiet away. I hit shuffle on the playlist, letting fate take the wheel, hoping for something upbeat, something that wouldn't make me feel. Then those first 3 chords hit like a punch to the chest, the exact track we used to scream when we were at our best. Suddenly I'm pulled back to the summer of last year, singing at the top of our lungs, no worry or a fear. Windows roll completely down, your hair blowing in the wind. Before the argument started, before the love came to an end, I'm stuck at a red light, staring through a sudden blur of tears, fumbling for the skip button, but I'm frozen by my fears of letting go of the last piece of us that still sounds alive. So I just sit here in the traffic, letting the ghost of us drive.
I was doing okay, keeping my head above the waves, walking through the shadows of the path that your love paves. Then the algorithm played it, and the room began to spin. Our song on shuffle, and the grief comes rushing in. Yeah, it skipped a beat, and my heart did too. 3 minutes of a melody.
Yeah. The second verse starts. That's the part you used to sing. You point your finger at me, laughing at the joy it bring. Now your robles are missing. It's just the backing track, highlighting the empty space and the fact you ain't coming back. I try to breathe through it, but the melody is a cage, trapping me in a chapter where we couldn't flip the page. The singer's singing about forever, about a love that never dies, and it feels like a cruel joke. It feels like a pack of lies. How can a combination of notes make a person feel so small? How can a song we love become the hardest thing of all? The bridge is building up now, the emotional peak, and I'm pulling over to the shoulder, cause my knees are getting weak. I turn the volume knob up until the speakers start to cry.
screaming out, why?
And the song is ending now, fading to a quiet hum, leaving me with the reality of what we have become.
Just two strangers who used to share a favorite tune. Now I'm just a lonely listener in an empty room.
I was doing okay, keeping my head above the waves, walking through the shadows of the path that your love paves. Then the algorithm played it, and the room began to spin. Our song on shuffle, and the grief comes rushing in. Yeah, it skipped the beat, and my heart did too. 3 minutes of a melody.
That belongs to you. Next song, but the silence is louder now. Yeah. Yeah.
Say cheese, flash a smile at the shutter blink. Don't let them see how low a heart can sink. Flash photography, hiding all the pain, pretending that it's sunny while I'm drowning in the rain. Yeah, I'm smiling for the camera, putting on a show, but behind the lens is a ghost you'll never know. Look, they tell me that I'm lucky, tell me that I made it out. See me in the photographs and think I got it figured out. You look so happy, that's the comment on the post, but a filtered up depiction is a pretty hollow boast. I'm standing in a crowded room, a glass in my hand, nodding at the compliments I don't quite understand. Cause my mind is in the gutter and my chest is caving in, but the director yells action, so the fake grins begin. It's an Oscar level performance just to get through the night. Fix my collar, dim the shadows, make the lighting look right. Nobody wants a sad song, nobody wants the tears. They just want the highlight reel of my successful years. So I lock the screaming monster deep down in the vault, and if the mask slips up, well, that's my own damn fault. Say cheese, flash a smile at the shutter blink. Don't let them see how low a heart can sink. Flash photography, hiding all the pain, preceding that it's sunny while I'm drowning in the rain. Yeah, I'm smiling for the camera, putting on a show, but behind the lens is a ghost you'll never know. Yeah. Another flashbulb blinds me, but the darkness is deep. I'm taking photos with fans that I can't even keep in my memory bank, cause I'm entirely checked out, living in a gray zone of self-pity and doubt. You see the red carpet, I see a bloody trail of a broken person trying not to let their spirit fail. I go to the bathroom just to lean against the sink, splash cold water on my face, take a second to think, how did I become a caricature of my own name, selling out my true feelings for a little bit of fame? I look in the mirror, looking straight at the cracks, but I gotta wipe the tears before the camera tracks back. Deep breath, count to 3, throw the shoulders back wide. Time to go back out and bury what's inside. And the world keeps spinning while I'm standing still. If the camera doesn't catch it, is the damage even real?
Does anyone see me? Or do they just see the frame?
Yeah, they just see the frame. Say cheese, flash a smile at the shutter blink. Don't let them see how low a heart can sink. Flash photography, hiding all the pain, pretending that it's sunny while I'm drowning in the rain. Yeah, I'm smiling for the camera, putting on a show, but behind the lens is a ghost you'll never know. Just look at the camera and pretend. The last time.
They all look at the throne, but they don't see the cage. They read the golden title, never turn to the page of the boy who is breaking under all of the shine, carrying a heavy crown on a broken spine. Yeah, I'm holding it up, but I'm falling apart. A golden illusion with a shattered heart.
Look, everybody's leaning on me, asking for guidance. But who do I lean on when the room turns to silence? I'm the pillar of strength, I'm the one who stays strong. But I've been living a lie for so damn long. Got the weight of the family, the weight of the team, crushing down on the fragments of a childhood dream. They say you're the leader, you can carry the load, while I'm staring at the map of a dead-end road. I smile through the pressure, I swallow the bile, but I haven't slept a full night in a long-ass while. My shoulders are aching, my muscles are tight, from fighting a war that I can't win tonight. But I gotta stay standing, I can't let them see the king is a coward, completely on their knees.
They all look at the throne, but they don't see the cage. They read the golden title, never turn to the page of a boy who is breaking under all of the shine, carrying a heavy crown on a broken spine. Yeah, I'm holding it up, but I'm falling apart. A golden illusion with a shattered heart.
Yeah, another expectation stacked right on the pile. They expect me to walk through the fire with a smile. I'm a counselor, a provider, a shield from the storm. But inside this armor, I'm completely deformed by the pressure to be perfect, the pressure to deliver. Standing on the edge of a freezing cold river. One misstep and the whole kingdom falls. So I'm pacing back and forth inside these castle walls, wishing I could abdicate, wishing I could run to a place in the shadow where there isn't a sun. Blinding my eyes, making me look grand, when I'm just a broken person sinking in the sand. The jewelry is cold against my pale, numb skin. A beautiful rapper for the wreckage within.
And the cracks are starting to show in the stone. It's a terrifying thing to be king on your own. Can someone take it away? Can someone carry me home?
Yeah, carry me home.
They all look at the throne, but they don't see the cage. They read the golden title, never turn to the page of the boy who is breaking under all of the shine, carrying a heavy crown on a broken spine. Yeah, I'm holding it up, but I'm falling apart. I can't hold it up anymore. It's too heavy. Where did I go? I don't recognize the reflection anymore. I'm running through the dark, but the track has grown cold. Looking for the pieces of the stories I told. Back when I was happy, back when I was fine. Now I'm crossing over an invisible line. Yeah, I'm chasing a shadow of the person I was, lost in the static. Just be.
Look, I look at old videos from 3 years ago, staring at a smile that I used to just know was genuine and real, not a mask for the crowd. Back before the voices in my head got this loud. Where did that girl, boy, where did they hide? It feels like the best parts of me up and died, leaving an empty vessel, steering the wheel, going through the motions but forgetting to feel. I try to chase the spark, try to capture the glow, but the faster I run, the further they go. I'm a detective in a cold case, file on my mind, searching for clues that I'll probably never find. Just a footprint in the mud that the rain washed away, leaving me stuck in a permanent grave.
I'm running through the dark, but this track has grown cold. Looking for the pieces of stories I told. Back when I was happy, back when I was fine. Now I'm crossing over an invisible line. Yeah, I'm chasing a shadow of the person I was, lost in the static. Just be.
Yeah, I follow the ghost down the streets of my past, hoping that a piece of the magic might last. I go to the places where I used to dream big, but the soil is dry and there's nothing to dig. Burnout took the passion, anxiety took the rest. Now I just got this hollowed out void in my chest. People say just be yourself, but who is that now? I'd fix the connection if I only knew how, but the circuit is broken, the power is out, and I'm left in the dark with a whisper of doubt that the old me is gone and they're never coming back. And I'm just a runaway train stuck on a broken track, chasing an echo that's starting to fade in the middle of a mess that I secretly made.
Wait up for me, don't leave me behind. I'm so tired of losing my mind.
Can you see me running?
Or am I already gone?
Yeah, am I already gone?
I'm rolling through the dark, but the track has grown cold. Looking for the pieces of the stories I told. Back when I was happy, back when I was fine. Now I'm crossing over an invisible line. Yeah, I'm chasing a shadow of the person I was, lost in the static. Just because. Just because. Moving further away. Goodbye to who I used to be. I'm throwing my heart where the light cannot reach, screaming out prayers that the night cannot teach. Wishing for water but the bucket is dry. Watching my youth slowly passing me by. Just throwing my pennies down into the well,
counting my losses instead of my blessings. Spend all my nights with these internal questions, wondering when is the script gonna flip for a change. Cause everything around me is looking so strange. Hide a coin in my palm, make a wish in the dark, hoping to find just a fraction of spark that I lost in the struggle, the hustle, the grind, leaving the best parts of me far behind. But the well is too deep and the water is black. I throw my desires but they never come back. It's a graveyard of wishes, a Copperfield floor of a broken down kid who can't take anymore. The promises broken and doors shutting tight, leaving me stranded alone in the night.
I'm throwing my heart where the light cannot reach, screaming out prayers that the night cannot teach, wishing for water but the bucket is dry, watching my youth slowly passing me by, just throwing my pennies down into the well, hoping for heaven, but living in hell.
Yeah, my pockets are empty, I spent my last cent on a dream that was broken before it even went to the press, to the public, to anyone's ears. I'm just drowning in an ocean of my own damn fears. I see everyone winning, I see everyone climb, while I'm stuck at the bottom, just killing my time, leaning over the ledge, looking down at the rust of 100 old wishes that turn into dust. Is anybody listening? Is anyone there? Or am I just wasting my breath on the air? The echo that bounces back up to the top is a hollow reminder it's time to just stop believing in fairy tales, believing in signs when you're trapped in a room full of broken designs.
And the coin hits the water, so quiet and deep. Another secret the darkness will keep. I'm running out of wishes, yeah, I'm running out of hope, reaching the end of my road. I'm throwing my heart where the light cannot reach, screaming out prayers that the night cannot teach, wishing for water but the bucket is dry, watching my youth slowly passing me by, just throwing my pennies down into the well, hoping for heaven, but living in hell. Just pennies at the bottom of the dark, nothing changes.
We didn't break,
We just faded. We used to talk until the sunrise, now it's just quiet on both sides. Your name still lights up my phone, but it don't feel like home. I try to hold on to your silence, like it was love, not avoidance. Now every word feels rehearsed, like we're just making it worse.
no, we don't fight anymore, we just don't try like before. And I don't know what hurts more.
We let it fade softly, didn't even say goodbye. Now I'm holding on to nothing but the echo of your life, and I still feel you on me in the middle of the night. We let it fade softly, like we never learned to fight.
I kept your hoodie by my bed, still smells like words you never said. And I don't wash it anymore, like it might fix what we were.
You stopped asking how I'm feeling, I stopped looking for a meaning.
Now we're strangers with a past, trying not to make it last.
No, we don't break, we don't bleed, we just become memories, and that's what's killing me.
We let it fade softly, didn't even say goodbye. Now I'm holding on to nothing but the echo of your life. And I still feel you on me in the middle of the night. We let it fade softly,
Yeah,
like we never let it fade.
yeah. Late night, screen light, reading what you didn't say, typing out a paragraph, then I let it fade away. We were in the same room, still miles apart. You were in your head, I was in my heart, yeah. I ain't even mad, I just don't understand how we went from forever to we barely can. No closure, no ending, just a quiet collapse. Now I'm stuck in the middle of the what if and past, yeah. You said you needed space, I give you the sky. Now I'm talking to the silence, you don't reply. And I know I let you go, but it don't feel right, cause I still see your face in the blue phone light.
Maybe love don't end in flames. Maybe it just slowly changes into something we don't name. We let it fade softly, didn't even say goodbye. Now I'm holding on to nothing but the echo of your life. And I still feel you on me in the middle of the night. We let it fade softly, like we never learned to fight. We didn't lose, we just let go slowly.
Sunlight hits your half of the room now. Still smells faintly of your shampoo. Cold coffee and warm regrets, stuck inside the silhouette of what we almost had. Yeah, I'm drinking down a bitter truth, wishing I could pour away the thoughts of you. Look, the mug is sitting on the counter getting cold like your heart did. I'm staring at the front door, right where the spark split. We used to talk until the sun came up, brewing up dreams. Now I'm just staring at the steam, ripping at the seams of every memory we made in this kitchen space. I swear I still see the ghost of your smiling face, but it fades away quick when the reality hits. We built a home out of glass and it shattered to bits. You said I cared too much about the music and the grind. I said you never understood the chaos in my mind. Maybe we were both right, maybe we were both wrong. All I know is you're gone, and I'm writing this song with a bitter taste in my mouth. And it ain't the caffeine, it's the weight of the words that we left in between. Sunlight hits your half of the room now. Still smells faintly of your shampoo. Cold coffee and warm regrets, stuck inside the silhouette of what we almost had. Yeah, I'm drinking down the bitter truth, wishing I could pour away the thoughts of you. Yeah, yeah, I should've held your hand tighter when we walked through the cold. Should've listened to the stories that you already told. But I was selfish chasing shadows, looking for a sign. Now the only thing I'm holding is this mug of mine. And it's crazy how a habit takes so long to break. I still made 2 cups this morning by mistake. One sitting empty, untouched by the sink, giving me too much damn time to just sit here and think about the fights at midnight, the tears in your eyes,
The silent treatment that we used to disguise as space. Man, I hate this place when you're not around. The silence in this apartment is the loudest sound. I poured a cold brew down the drain, watch it disappear, just like the future that we wanted when you were here. They say time heals wounds, but it's moving too slow. I'm still stuck in the morning that you told me you go, and the warmth is all gone. Yeah, the warmth is all gone. Just a cup full of sorrow that I'm forced to swallow.
Sunlight, it's your half of the room now. Still smells faintly of your shampoo. Cold coffee and warm regrets, stuck inside the silhouette of what we almost had. Yeah, I'm drinking down a bitter truth, wishing I could pour away the thoughts of you. Cold coffee, warm regrets, yeah, that's all that's left.
You read my heart like a message, then left it there in the blue. No reply, no reaction. Guess that's easier for you. I tried to keep it together, but silence hits me harder. You left me on Reddit, like I never meant nothing, like all of my love was too much for something. Now I'm staring at words that you'll never say. You left me on
Look, I saw your text, yeah, I read every line. Didn't know how to answer without crossing the line. It wasn't you, it was me in my head, but I know that don't fix what I left unsaid. I should've called, should've showed you I cared. Instead I disappeared, left you stuck in the air. I'm scrolling through pictures, stuck in regret. You were the real one, I just wasn't ready, yeah.
You left me on
We closed the book before the story could begin. Left all the best parts locked inside our skin. Now I'm just holding on to chapters that we burned, and staring at the pages left unturned. Yeah, the ink is dry, but the question marks remain. Reading through the blank lines, drowning in the pain.
Look, I still remember that night, sit on your front porch. We had a spark, but we never turned it to a torch. We talked for hours about the things we wanted to achieve, but kept our feelings hidden underneath our sleeves. I wanted to tell you that you were my entire world, but the words got twisted and my tongue got curled. Fear of rejection kept my mouth locked tight, so I just said goodnight and walked into the night. Now I'm a ghost reading history that never happened, stuck in a timeline where my heart is getting flattened by the heavy weight of every single what if. Standing on the edge of an emotional cliff, wishing I had turned the page, wishing I had made a move, instead of staying frozen in the safe and happy groove.
We closed the book before the story could begin. Left all the best parts locked inside our skin. Now I'm just holding on to chapters that we burned, and staring at the pages left unturned. Yeah, the ink is dry, but the question marks remain. Through the blank lines, drowning in the
time moves on, but my mind is still stuck on that chapter before the tears, back when we used to share the laughter. I saw you yesterday, you had a new ring on your hand. You look happy, living out the life that you had planned, and it killed me inside, but I forced out a smile, knowing that I haven't truly smiled in a while. Cause that could have been us, that should have been our names. Instead I played it safe and lost all of my claims to your heart, to your love, to your beautiful soul. Now I'm just a broken person trying to feel whole, writing down the lyrics to a song you'll never hear, fighting off the shadows of my own regret and fear. We were a masterpiece that never got a single brush stroke, a beautiful dream that shattered right when I awoke. It should have said I loved you when I had the chance, should have pulled you closer for that one last dance. But the book is on the shelf, yeah, it's gathering the dust, and there's no more you and me, there's no more us.
We closed the book before the story could begin. Left all the best parts locked inside our skin. Now I'm just holding on to chapters that we burned, and staring at the pages left unturned. Yeah, the ink is dry, but the question marks remain. Reading through the blank lines, drowning in the pain. It's a blank page, nothing left to read. The story's over.